Go.
My name is Eleanor and I am a diabetic. I have lost my parents with diabetes. I am also on several different medications for my blood pressure, my high blood pressure, and my underactive thyroid and osteoarthritis and fibromyalgia. I'm learning to cook vegetarian, and today I'm making a vegetable dish with spinach, potatoes, and onions, and with turmeric, chili powder, garam masala, and cumin seeds, and a little bit of ginger and garlic. I hope everyone will watch this, and if you like it, please give me thumbs up. And I'm also going to be making my onions with vegetable oil, with a vegetable soup. Um, I'm trying not to use oil as much in my daily intake. So I hope everybody enjoys this show that I'm this video. Thank you. So this is vegetable soup. And I don't measure, as you can see, 4 tablespoons is good enough to solidify. So you're going to saute the onions for a few minutes here. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of salt.
Do you use sea salt or salt, table salt?
Just table salt is good. Sea salt is also good, but never think about buying it, so I'm going to put that on my list. There you go. You can add more salt if you want, but because of my blood pressure, I use a little bit of salt.
And that was no salt added broth too, right?
Yeah. There is no salt added to the broth, so you need a little bit of flavor to go with. Now I'm going to use a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Or you can use the cumin powder, but I love the cumin seeds.
So did you use a whole onion or half an onion?
Just half an onion. And now I'm going to put half a teaspoon of, I'm making a small quantity. And you see it's starting to get a little bit translucent. And we're just going to fry that up till it's nice and golden brown.
What are you adding?
Garlic. And you just need a little bit of garlic because I'm making it just a quarter of a teaspoon garlic to give it some flavor. And a little bit of ginger. And ginger is very good for our body.
Those are all cut up already?
Yeah, they're all mashed up. They'll buy it from the store like this.
Okay.
There you go. I should have used fresh, but
So you can also use fresh if you like?
yeah, you could use fresh ginger, fresh garlic. Just a couple of slices of fresh ginger, 1 clove of garlic. You can get the onions now sizzling there.
I can smell it. Smells good.
Yeah, just a little bit of everything. You don't need to overpower the taste.
So you slice them up?
Yeah. I'm going to slice them up into small little cubes. And this used to be a very nice dish to eat. You don't need meat, you don't need any other dish. It's nice plain yogurt. I use always the Astra yogurt.
Or you can get plant-based yogurt as well.
You can get plant-based yogurt. Yogurt is so good for you. Now see how the onions are cooking here? Oh, I love this fragrance of it.
So when did you start to cook?
I started cooking at the age of 10. My servants, my mom, They taught me how to cook at the age of 10 years old. And I used to make the best dishes. I was known for my pan rolls. And you wouldn't know what that is because it's made with ground beef. It's called pan rolls. And we used to make that a lot for parties and everything. And it's made with old-fashioned crepe.
That's the first thing you ever made? Was pan
that
rolls?
was pan rolls. Then I started making chapatis. And chapatis is a very nice dish. It's always nice to have roti flour in the house. Now see, it's getting nice and translucent. But I would prefer if it was a little bit more brown. This thing is too high. So let it get a little bit more browner. And then we're going to start with putting my... Yeah, I used to make chapatis at home. Chapatis are so good.
So who did you cook for? Your mom, your dad, and...
My mom, my dad, my brother. Both the sisters were in Canada, so they were never around.
So they're older than you, way older than you.
Yeah, they're way older than me. One is by 17 years, and the other 15 years, and the other one is by 14 years.
Ooh. So where are you putting it now?
Turmeric. 1/4 teaspoon turmeric. You don't want it overpowering. I love my chili powder, so I'm going to put a... Because I don't have a... I'm not using a teaspoon, so... Just a little bit of chili powder. There you go. Now I'm going to throw my potatoes in. And now you're going to fry them a bit. So I put turmeric, I put chili powder. There's one more thing to put in here that will make it nice and pungent. No, I did. Did I put chili powder? Oh, garam masala. And you just take a 1/4 teaspoon, not a whole lot of garam masala.
How'd you say that?
Garam masala. It's an all Indian spice powder. It's got cloves, cinnamon, cardamoms, whole peppers, black peppers.
Oh, so it's a mixture of spices.
It's a mixture. And the potatoes are looking a little bit too dry. So now I'm going to add more vegetable broth to it. Because I'm making a small quantity, my mother was a very good cook. My servants have taught me how to cook too. So I've had the best of everything.
So what you shared with me a little bit ago was, since you've been eating this way, you've been eating this way, plus you've been eating a little bit of meat, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but your medication for diabetes has gone down, hasn't it?
Yes. Yes, not completely because I'm still taking all my medications, but eventually I will drop it. If I eat sensibly, I won't have to worry about taking a lot of medication. Days ago, but I'm back to it because I'm losing weight and I want to keep it that way. Now, sometimes I use a bay leaf to give it flavor. And I love bay leaf. Please take it out after it's nicely cooked. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Bay leaves, curry leaves, you know. All the nicest leaves ever. And then I also have fenugreek. And fenugreek is another nice spice. It helps with digestion.
Yeah, some model told me if you eat fenugreek, you lose weight.
Yeah. So you just take a teaspoon of fenugreek, just put it in, and you don't need a whole lot. It helps you to... Yeah, fenugreek is very good. Sometimes I even have tea with fenugreek leaves. Now, once these potatoes are cooked a little bit, then you're going to start putting the spinach in.
So what's this dish called again? Sorry?
It's potato spinach potato curry. Aloo palak, yeah. The potatoes is good because it'll fill you up, and the spinach is really delicious to cook like this. So, and we used to cook many dishes, not just one dish. We cooked lamb curry, beef, pork, Well, no, we didn't cook pork in Pakistan. We were not allowed to.
So you'd add lamb beef into that dish?
Yeah, lamb, beef, fish. Fish was a big thing for us.
Kind of fish.
No, you wouldn't know what it is. It's not salmon. It was the big white kingfish that we used to get. And it was very tasty. And then we used to also have the duck fish. Duck,
Is it fatty, duckfish?
no, it was very good. We used to eat a lot of that back home.
The reason why I ask is because duck is pretty fatty over here, right?
Yeah, the duckfish, yeah. We used to call it duckfish, but it's not really a duck. It's a different type of a fish. And that was so good. My mom used to make that for us. And then we used to have crab curry and shrimp prawn curry. She used to make the best prawn balcha. It's called balcha. It's a pickled prawn that you put it in a little jar and then you have it with like a sandwich. And it's got onions, potatoes, and all kinds of stuff. It is just like a kimchi, but it has a pickled base to it. Now see how the water is boiling? And I'm going to check the potatoes and see if they're done. Spinach is already pre-washed, thank God. Now I'm just going to add some spinach here and make it look nice. And just stir it into your mixture. See? There you are. It's looking good. And just kind of, it's a very delicious dish. You can add more to it. Unfortunately, I don't have the condiments to add to it, but you can always add coriander leaves and chilies.
Smells good.
Yeah, and that's a nice vegetarian dish for anybody. But because this is vegetarian, I would have also added some nice, what is it called, paneer. But I don't have that on hand. There you are. This is how we used to make our spinach with potato curry. There you are. All nicely done.
Is paneer made with dairy?
Yes, the milk, something. There you are, see? Would you like to try some, Angela?
I'll try a small dish, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that's how you do it.
Yes, and that's how you do it. And then you serve it with a roti. You can serve it with rice. Very tasty. Very, very tasty. It's a little bit pungent, but it's tasty.